You cannot come to therapy and lie, people.
Yeah.
So it will not work.
Yeah.
Therapy doesn't work if you're lying, if you're not being honest, if you're not diving deep. You have to be honest.
You have to be honest. Do you get some people you be looking at them like, you a liar?
But I don't know if they're lying. I only know what they tell me.
Everybody is a liar until
that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother episode.
Exactly.
Niggas be lying.
Niggas be lying, and that's why you niggas need therapy because y'all fucking lying, and because y'all mama let y'all think it's okay to lie.
That's a new episode. Listen.
Okay, and welcome back. Yes.
You know that's my job. You just crossed the line early.
I'm in a good mood today, though. I'm in a good mood today. And today we have, I am so excited about this episode. But first, I want to thank the subscribers. We are hitting one. Did you see what our subscribers look like?
Yes. It's looking good.
It's looking good.
It's looking good. I feel like I'm going to start getting paid sometime soon. I feel like that's what's happening.
It's coming. Yes, see? Thank you, Shonda. The check is coming. Yes, I feel good. I want to thank you to all our subscribers out there. I want to thank our last guest that we had. That show did so well. I see that you guys like Dr. Kells. We had on here Kells Barnett, and we had Iconic Ash. Did you watch that show, Shonda?
I did.
You did?
I did. I love
Great
Ash.
episode.
Like I love how she loves herself. Like I love that.
Oh, shout out to Ash. Yes, she was definitely, I want to thank them again for blessing us with their presence. And today we have Dr. Look, I've been having doctors on these shows lately.
The level of these episodes is getting, like, we need doctors.
Yes.
We're supposed to start doing senators.
Exactly. Secretaries.
Yes. If you do that, the checks is definitely in the mail.
We're
moving along in a different direction.
Absolutely, started from the bottom, but we are here. So today we have Dr. Shonda on the show, a friend of mine, a friend to the family. She is here today, and she is I'm going to actually allow her to introduce herself.
Yes.
I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it was a pleasure. I was like, you know what? I want to have a special show, and I thought of you, and I was like so excited that you decided to be here.
Yes,
so introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So my name is Shonda McEwen. Most of my clients call me Dr. Shonda. I currently have a practice in Englewood, New Jersey. Seeing individuals, couples, families. I treat certain diagnoses such as depression, anxiety, PTSD. I do ADHD evaluations. I currently don't see children, for multiple different reasons. I think their space should be exclusive to them.
Right. Yeah.
And because I see adults, I currently don't see them. But 2025, I'm definitely opening a second space. I'll be doing play therapy, family therapy, which includes children, and ADHD evaluations for kids. So that's definitely soon come.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And the name of your business is?
It's like Inner Beauty Psychotherapy.
Yes.
And so I have a website, innerbeautypsychotherapy.com. I am on all the platforms where you can reach me to be able to schedule sessions. So therapy for Black girls, clinicians of color, Psychology Today, any platform that you can think of, even ZocDoc.
Okay.
Take insurance.
ZocDoc, yes. A lot of people.
Aetna.
I do.
I do insurance. We do Aetna. We do.
You take Medicaid?
No, absolutely. So let me just say this, right? Let me just say this, and I don't take Medicaid for obviously the reason that you would think, but Medicaid is very difficult. Billing Medicaid, they want to nickel and dime you. Let's say my fee is $200 to see you. They're like, we'll pay you $80. And sometimes it's like, I can't, right? I'm to go back and forth. By the time you end up getting $100, it just doesn't feel worth it to me.
Right. Okay.
So I do, Aetna, I'll do Cigna, all the United Healthcare. I do all the major ones. And I've actually started to look into Medicare because they're a little simpler than Medicaid.
Okay, Medicare.
Medicare.
Do you people know the difference between Medicare and Medicaid? One, do you know?
No.
Yes.
No.
Medicare
There's
is
a
usually
difference.
for like
Yes.
65 and older. People who are on a fixed income can qualify, even if you get like SSI for the rest of your
I
life.
learned
You
that
know,
while I
things
wasn't
like that.
working.
And it's more of they have private Medicare too, which is what I'm looking into taking. Like, and as soon as I figure out how to simplify Medicaid, I'll be taking that as well.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
right now, yeah, no.
Okay. Thank you for joining
You're
us.
welcome. Thank you for having me once again.
So I noticed the difference between Medicaid and Medicare, and I did not know, and then someone educated me on that. And I feel like it was at a time that I didn't have my private insurance,
Okay.
and I was looking for doctors, and I was telling them like I'm on Medicaid, and no one would take me. And I was like,
it's a struggle. It's
it's
annoying.
unfortunate. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
To be honest,
I feel like they make
it's
it
fucked
hard.
up. It's unfortunate. And you know, the fact that you're saying like it's difficult to have Medicaid and get paid, like then I understand, like, because who wants to deal with that?
Right.
But to be honest, so today's episode, listen, I was like,
let's get
yo,
into
you
it.
know what? Today's episode, one and I was having a talk one day, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, niggas need therapy. Like, I am the niggas. Like, I literally feel like
I am too, but
need-
mostly you.
Yeah.
Mostly
me?
Definitely mostly
I
you.
probably do need therapy, and I feel like today. This is one and I session. Like,
Yes.
we are opening up with Dr. Shonda, and this is one and I session. Think that you're on someone's couch. Do you have a couch in your
I do.
office? You
I do. I have
Is
I would
it
like to think
comfy?
it's a very comfortable space. I have chairs. I have couches.
Ooh.
Yeah, whatever they
I
want to
always
do.
wanted to just lay on somebody's couch.
Yes, pillow
Kick
blankets.
your feet up.
Yeah, but then they'd be calling the people for me at the end of the session and all that to
Yes.
take me away. Because I got a lot of crazy things going on in my head.
You cannot go. Do you ever have someone sit on your couch and talk to you, Shonda, and you be like, I know it's Dr. Confidentiality, but you be like, yo, somebody needs to know this. Like, this
No,
is-
absolutely, and a lot of it, a lot of it is triggering as well.
Right.
Like I think a lot of things that we talk about show up very differently in the Black community, and most of my clients are African American.
All right.
And yeah, when they sit there and talk, I'm like, damn, like I went through that same thing. And I don't say it to them, but
Right.
I say it in my head, like, yo, this is bringing back memories. This is sort of, triggering for me, which is why I actually have my own therapist.
Right,
Because it's
okay.
a lot to take in, like a lot of secondhand trauma, just listening to a lot of people and what
Right.
they've been through. So yeah, people talk, and I'm just like, damn, like, I wish there was a way for me to be able to get this out. You know,
Right.
yeah.
The
What
person
how-
who holds all of this knowledge and information
Yeah.
and everyone else's secrets, it's like you're now it's transferred onto you. Like you now sitting
Absolutely.
with
Right.
this stuff.
Absolutely.
And we don't like really give therapists and stuff enough credit
Yep.
for that alone.
Yes, I
Like
love
these
that you
people
said
have to sit there with your stuff and
Yes.
find a way to get it out themselves. So now they have all of this knowledge from you, hearing all of these things, and it's like,
Absolutely.
Who do you I feel like therapy was like taboo back in the days.
Oh, absolutely. It's still taboo now.
It is?
nobody
Especially
wanted to
amongst-
feel crazy.
Right.
And now, it's opening up more thanks to people like Charlemagne the God and
Oh, yes.
Yes.
like that
He's a
who's
big advocate of mental
advocating
health.
for
Of mental health.
Yes.
And it's a lot of craziness going on. Like I'm on Instagram and these social networks
You
sometimes.
added to the crazy one.
Like the crazies
The crazy.
really is running the game right now. Like you sit up and scroll and you be like, yo, it's no way
Yes.
this many crazy people is in this world. And being able to see it, like back in the days before with social media, you seen your neighborhood crazy.
Yeah.
You maybe had a couple of people.
Yes.
But
yes.
now you see crazy from all over the
Yes.
world. It's
Yes.
like, yo, it's no way
Yes.
people are doing these things.
Yes, I don't want to ride the train because I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
the
want to
train
fucking
is
be
wrong.
on the train with the crazies.
Absolutely.
Like the crazy niggas, I don't want to be on the
Absolutely.
train with. It's certain things I'm like, nah, that gets
Absolutely.
that gets too crazy. How often do you see your therapist, Shonda?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah,
That's
so
a lot.
It is. It is. And
Is it necessary?
for me?
Okay.
For me,
Okay.
just like everyone else, I also come into this game with my own stuff. Right. And so prior to kind of picking this up, I was in therapy. I was in grief therapy when my parents passed. I have been in therapy for relationships. I feel like it's like how you would use crutches, right? When I break my leg, I use it. When I'm feeling better, I don't.
Right.
And so I've been in and out of therapy for a while. I don't think therapy is meant to be long-term consistently.
Okay.
I think you use it as you need it. When I get to a space where I feel like I cannot hold all of this in, right? And I don't want to put it on my husband. I don't want to, project it onto my kids. Let me find a space that's comfortable for me.
Right.
So my therapist know when I text, I'll be like, "Hey, girl, it's me again.
It's right.
Right. We need to start scheduling something."
Did you scout your therapist? Because I be feeling like when I was looking for a therapist at one point, I was like, I wanted a Black person. I wanted a person between this age range. I wanted a person that was available between these hours. Like I wanted a person that also had a family. Like it was so hard. Then I wanted someone that seek kids. And that's one of the things, like when you just said you don't do kids. When I was looking for therapy for my daughter, is when I noticed a lot of therapists don't want to do a certain age range for kids. They're like, what you going through? I'm telling you right now, that's natural. Like a lot of people, and we're not even looking to speak to her and seek that type of therapy. Like I noticed that, like it was the ages between like 14 to 16 and certain things. They was like, and I was like, she needs it. They was like, why? And I was like, she's doing this. They was like, girl, like.
Right. I won't even take someone that's 19.
Way worse.
Right.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what's so crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I speak to people. My daughter's about to be 16 and a lot of her friends, 16, between like 16 and 17. And the things they say, I'm like shocked and appalled. But I'm like, I know at 16, my nigga was like 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, things are just different. I guess as a parent, you see things differently. So I don't even see people that's 19. I don't see anybody under 20.
Okay.
And it's a whole lot of reasons for that. I feel like at that age they are still not able to regulate their emotions, and so they're saying things to me that I'm like, damn, do I need to be calling the cops? Do I need to be calling ACS?
Right.
Like, this, but the things they're saying, I'm a parent. So I'm like, girl, like you deserve that in my head. You did X, Y, and Z, and your parents acted appropriately, but they're my client. So
So you can't.
I can.
I don't like.
It's
so
hard.
my issue with therapists, my issue.
Now she got a problem with me.
Because you niggas need therapy, right? And you niggas don't want to go see Dr. Shonda, and I'm going to fucking sit here and tell you. Like, my issue, though, with therapists is because I need them to also, like, tell me and give me the real. And I don't like the therapist that sits there and listen. And they allow me to vent, and they're not saying certain things that need to be said. Like, so if one come on your couch and he say, yeah, I'm cheating on my wife.
Hey.
Right. We're not gonna put that out there.
We're not gonna start like that.
But I'm
not I get what she's saying, but
this is not about us.
This is not
But
about
that's
us.
the thing.
And niggas need therapy.
Niggas need therapy.
Niggas definitely need therapy. But that's the thing, right? One at 35, 40, I'm going to keep it real with you. One at 18, 19, you can't handle the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't take you take it as my therapist is not on my side. My therapist is just like my parents. Everybody's against me. Like the emotions are different. And this is why I don't see people at a certain age. You know what I mean?
Okay. 35, 40, one tell you he cheat on his wife. You go tell him stop?
No, so that's not my job.
That's,
right?
see,
No,
that's
hold on. Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish.
Your job is never to judge.
No,
Okay.
we judge and we don't listen.
Yeah.
What is it? We listen and we don't judge,
Right.
right? So that's not my job. And when I say that, I just mean my question is, what are you missing? What is this beautiful woman at home that has bearded children not providing for you, right? You got to get deeper.
Everything.
So, right, and when he tells me, then it's a conversation. It's not for me to say you need to stop. What are you gonna do, girl? Bye. 45 minutes is about to be over. I'm about to go finish living my life. I guess the art of it is figuring out why are you cheating on her, right? Does it have everything to do with your wife, or maybe something to do with your mother?
Right.
And that's a big thing.
You understand?
Like when I came here today, I said, you know what? I'm gonna open up with certain things, right? Now, a lot of the reasons why I am how I am with women is because how my mother was with men. Okay. So when I used to see her doing things
Shout out to Mama Joan.
Yeah. Very cool. My lady.
Yes.
But you know you had some stuff with you.
That's funny.
And so that was some of the reasons. And my mother used to say things like, while men are sleeping, women is up thinking about, like, so
the next day.
That used to stick in my head, so it made me automatically.
Wait, what were women up thinking of while men are sleeping?
How to get over, or how to, be one step ahead, and that made me feel a certain kind of way towards women.
Okay.
To where I always had to have my guard up. I never fully could just love a woman the way I was supposed to, because I was always thinking in the back of my mind how this woman who I love with all my heart was doing these guys.
Okay.
So maybe somebody would do the same to me,
Right.
or
Right.
act the same way with me.
Right.
And the problem is these days, men, I feel we need therapy more than women.
Yes.
Because
niggas need therapy.
women have
Need therapy.
outlets. It wasn't that moment. We needed some. But I feel like the reason why men need therapy more than women is, like I said, women have outlets. Y'all don't have a problem with crying to y'all friends, crying to y'all family. Yo, this is what's going on in my life. A man is supposed to hold the image as you a manly man. You're tough all the time.
Yep.
You could be going through some problems in your relationship with your woman. Say your woman is cheating on you. A man won't tell nobody because they want to hide it. They want to look a certain kind of way.
Right.
They don't want to seem weak. Because in our mind, we feel like, oh, your woman was cheating on you. It's something that you're not doing right.
Right.
Maybe it's just her.
Right.
But we don't tell nobody our situations, what's going on. We keep it on the low.
And
a woman, on the other hand, oh, this nigga cheating on me.
I'm gonna go tell my friends. You in the chat, nigga.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the problem.
Shit is in the girl chat.
That's the problem. I definitely want to start with saying not too much on Mama Jones, right? And I say that because even Mama Jones came into it being a mother with her own stuff.
Yes.
Right.
We have to recognize our parents as people first.
Yes.
Right? And that's that's the cyclical part of it, right? She only knew what she knew
from
You understand?
Right.
her
Exactly.
successor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? But also with the whole you don't have an outlet, things like that, that results in the crash out. Right?
Yeah.
The crash out.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem, right? If you don't have an outlet, it's because you didn't create one.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's because you didn't break the cycle. And what I mean is you should have a friend that is,
non-judgmental.
But you can cry to him. I'm not saying let the nigga hold you and shit. I'm just saying, be honest. Be honest. Like, yo, she did me dirty, this, that, and third. But we have to stop internalizing other people's behavior. Yeah. We cannot control anybody else. Our wife going out and, doing what she do, that has nothing to do with you. Or maybe it does, right? But that's not your first thought. Damn, what am I doing wrong? When you internalize it, now this is all this stuff you're building up. My child is acting out. My wife is cheating. My niggas don't have time for me. I can't find a job. These are all the things that men kind of build up in their head.
Yeah. And on top of that, you have to go home and be the provider, or you have to... And in this day and age, it's different because the roles are being reversed.
Absolutely.
At home.
Yes.
Like, women are stepping it up. They're stepping it up and doing their big
new
one,
generation.
And
we
men
are handling so much
behind because, especially like in the street, like some of the men, we didn't go to college, we didn't do this and that. Women, they did that. They had jobs their whole life, so they have a good resume. They can move on to something. Some men start their life trying to get a job at 45.
Yeah.
Their first job ever.
Don't know how to do an interview.
Tough.
And it's hard.
Tough.
So we deal with a lot, but we don't sit there and we don't express that because our whole thing is, yo, you know what? Nah. So what we do, we go out, hang out, we act out, we drink.
The crash out.
And then it gets to a point where it's built up so much.
That's the crash out.
The crash out comes.
The acting out is the crash out, right? Like you going to, maybe harm this dude that your girl's sleeping with. Well, where's the accountability for her? Or you going to, maybe sell drugs because you've given up on finding a job. Like that, for me, is considered the crash out, right? Like how much effort are you putting in? Did you even consider going back to school? Like what is your, what's your thought process behind the actions that you're displaying?
Right.
That's my thing.
And see, what you're saying right now is these things that you say to people in your practice, like
absolutely.
If a guy come to you and he having these problems, you tell him like, listen, time is not over for you. You can go back to school. You can get a job. That's the things that we need to hear as opposed to somebody just sitting there listening as you
Yes,
said.
like I want someone to give feedback. Have you ever? Yeah. So when I think of therapy sessions, I think of sometimes The Sopranos when Tony used to try to fuck his therapist.
Oh my god.
And
He didn't
used
really
to,
try. If you,
he was such a dog.
he
I'm not
fantasized about her.
He used to fantasize about, and then he used to like be flirtatious.
But all right, now say this: a guy opening up to a woman, after a while, you letting your emotions out. So when you sharing your emotions with a person
And they're helping.
and they're helping you,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
start to look at them a different
Yeah,
kind of
you're
way.
human.
I
And
understand
it's,
that.
and it's not just like it's not all the time like a sexual way.
Okay.
It turns into emotional sometimes.
Yes,
too.
I
You
understand
sitting
that.
there, you listening to a person and they telling you the right things. Their voice might be sounding, and then it changes for you.
Their
afterwards.
voice sounds a certain kind of way.
What?
Yeah. No,
The
absolutely.
tone of a voice.
Somebody's
Get
tone
you-
of a voice ever.
What?
Absolutely.
Voice tones again. Why you think like dudes used to try to talk like Barry White on the phone? Like, yo,
Absolutely.
what's up? The tone of someone's voice can get you.
At one point, when you used to do the show, you used to have
A deeper
a
voice.
deeper voice.
Oh yeah,
And now he
When I
being
started,
himself.
And
when
now
I,
he said
when I
that's super
started
comfortable.
off, I was going for the sex symbol vibe.
Oh.
It didn't work out the right way.
Got it.
So I just did what I had to do.
Let that go.
Yeah, I just.
now he's
That
like,
is funny.
it's just regular squeaky voice.
As I got comfortable in front of the camera, in front of the microphone and stuff
Okay.
like that. Pause for the guys at home. Yeah, it's.
Shauna, has anybody ever did anything inappropriate in your session where you feel like, I know it's Dr. Confidentiality,
Yes.
but like, you ever felt like, or you ever felt like, oh my God, like I'm scared in this session.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, not necessarily scared, but just that it was like getting weird and awkward.
Right.
It's so funny because I literally just told my husband yesterday I need to invest in a panic button in my office.
Oh, yes.
Because
yes.
I'm on Sundays, like the building is not like open, like there's
Right.
no security.
Right.
It's not a Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I have to go up and get my clients because the door is locked.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, if something happens, there's
It's
no
just
one
you
here.
and- yeah.
Right.
No security, no other business owners. Like, and I just thought about that because this one client, he didn't do anything. He didn't come toward me. I don't know. It was just something in the conversation that I felt was just maybe too familiar. He was getting too comfortable. Like, I don't know. And I text my husband, like, check the cameras because we have cameras in the office. Like, check the cameras in about 40 minutes. Like, my
Right.
client is a little off. I said that to him.
Right.
And he was like, all right. He was like, and when I was done, he's like, you never said that before. And I said, I don't know what it was, but it was like an instinct.
Right.
You know, like I just didn't feel comfortable. So yes, I want to invest in a panic button, and that's for anybody, right? Like my clients with schizophrenia, sometimes they'll come in and they're not well, right? I have to call
Right.
the ambulance. I have to call that panic button will connect to the fire department, to EMS,
Right,
to the police,
right.
and so I need to invest in that.
I want you to invest in that because I don't
Yeah.
want something to happen to you.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, because niggas is crazy. Niggas need therapy, but you niggas is also crazy.
What about
So,
women? Women also.
So women, and I'm
I
speaking
feel
for
like
all the
women
women.
have
like,
more crash out sessions than men.
I probably had so many crash out sessions.
I feel like women have way more crash
So
out
for you,
sessions.
what does a crash out look like? Like when it comes to, let's say, relationship, what does a crash out look like?
For
like,
me?
she's
You could do both.
bleaching your
Okay.
clothes, stabbing your car
Yeah,
tires,
that's crash out for
calling everybody in
when
your
you're
phone.
you're saying that's a crash out for a woman. For a man though, what is
Yeah.
your crash out?
For a man,
I can
crash
speak
out.
for the women.
For a man, I feel like crash outs is domestic violence.
Okay.
Crash outs is breaking up property in the house.
Yes.
Okay,
house
drugs,
and stuff like
Going
that.
on social media and posting.
Going, yeah.
Posting
Ooh,
sex
that's the,
pics.
That's
Yeah.
the nasty
Yeah,
crash out.
yeah, nasty.
Posting sex pics?
Yeah.
You niggas better
Yeah.
never. You niggas need
You want to know the
therapy.
crazy
Yeah.
thing in this day and era? Back in the days, it used to be, I wouldn't say a place for that, but back in the days, you can post a woman's body or her having sex online, and it was frowned upon. Everybody be like, "Oh, yo, you seen it?"
Yeah.
Now she's
Now
more
it's like-
popular.
yeah, now you gonna
Now
get me
she's-
hot. You get them hot. You post them, the videos,
Yes.
you gonna get them hot. And someone else is gonna be in her DM.
And someone else is gonna love her.
But
totally.
depending on how that, who is that woman, right? For me, you are interrupting my livelihood. You're
Yes.
affecting all that I've built. You
Yeah.
that's not gonna work for me. A woman like
in your
me.
lineup. No,
But
not
that's,
in your
but
lineup.
that's my point, right? Who is
Yes.
the woman?
Yes.
Who is the woman? Do I want to be known? Do I want people in my DM?
If this is someone who has a good career going for herself,
you've ruined everything.
You
know, and but I think that's the intention.
Yeah.
You fucked me over. Me posting these pictures is gonna ruin everything for you.
Right.
You know,
but
that's
you
my
can't
point.
ruin the girl who stays at home all day.
Right. Because some people are
right.
posting the girl that stays at home all day and do nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So they may be helping them out. I think a crash
at Saks. Yeah. If you have a job at Saks.
Right. I'm
show it.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think a crash out for me
is popping now.
A crash out for me is probably like drinking, crying.
So you don't get
That's
violent.
your personal crash out.
I was gonna say that sounds like a personal crash out. We're talking about like generalized women, all the possibilities, I guess.
You want to know what? I put myself in a place whereas, like, I want to think before I react.
Okay, and that's a great place to be in, but everybody takes time to get there.
Yes.
You know, everybody's not there yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I get it. Like, it's times I want to fucking, like, go crazy, and I can. I know I'm capable of it. Actually, shout out to me and my growth, because it's a few situations, like, and I'm like, I'm like,
I'm not gonna have a job by the next episode.
I'm like, I'm about to go crazy, and then I actually step back, and I'll say, wait, hold up, you know what?
I got a lot to lose.
Right, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, and I don't even take it there. You know, I think one of the things that I was thinking of, like, when I knew that you were coming, is to speak on all of the, like, right now I hear a lot of people are in their, like, seasonal depression.
Yes.
Like, all the depressions, it's like functional depression.
Yeah.
Seasonal depression. Like, depression. Like, postpartum depression.
Oh, yeah.
You know, which I didn't, to be honest, I didn't go through postpartum depression. I wasn't depressed. But I did go through some, you know, like, the imbalanced hormones.
Right. And
like,
the mood swings.
The mood
right?
swings.
Is a part of it.
Yeah. What should I do, though? Like, or what should someone do who's actually going through, like, a seasonal depression right now?
So seasonal depression is very different, right? It comes around particular time of the year, particularly between, let's say, the end of October, beginning of January. Mm-hmm. You know, the holidays is a time for family. Holidays is a time where people sit and really reminisce and think about how either I have everything I've ever prayed for or I have nothing. I'm not where I want to be. Right, I have so much, like, more to go.
Remember,
I don't have, you know, like
when I told you cannot break up with someone around the holidays.
Yes, no, that will cause someone to literally commit suicide. Seriously,
listen,
it's so much more
deeper. I'm a fucking doctor, yo.
You just said it for the gift.
Yo, you're
that's real nasty.
It's crazy.
Using that right now. We had a serious moment, and you brought that back up.
Yeah,
I don't like that you just did that.
No, because when she
it's
said,
so
like,
much
holidays,
more heightened around Christmas and Thanksgiving, because everybody has somebody. Imagine, right, having nobody, coming from, let's say, a broken home where my partner is my only person. You are my person. So you break up with me. I can't go to my mom and dad's house because let's say I have no mom and dad. I have no siblings. We have no kids. You are my person. So you break up with me, what do I have around the holidays? Right. And so sometimes that can really push someone over the edge. So I definitely think out of consideration, right? Think about the timing, not saying be unhappy yourself, but think about the timing and what that looks like for the other person. Because most time when we break up with people, I may not want to be with you, but I love you. Right. I love the time we spent together. I care about you. And I don't want you to crash out over this. However, I have to choose me. So maybe I'm going to wait till January 1st to do this.
Yo, you know? January 2nd. I told you, Mom. You niggas need therapy. I done brought the fucking doctor. What?
I feel like this was a setup.
Serious.
I feel like
it's true.
I'm having so much fun. Look.
It's so true. It's so true. She's having fun because she's being validated. That's what that is.
Fixing you niggas.
She's having fun because she's being validated.
Because
I see it.
I told y'all January 2nd, I told you this. Like, and I feel like my words are coming to like I have.
But do you get it? Like, do you understand like the
mentality
behind it?
Understand.
Yo.
A while ago.
Look, he's trying to distance himself. A long time ago.
I used to mess with a female who really didn't have like a close family structure.
Okay.
And me and my family super close. Like hang out, we
lovely,
do the holidays
fun,
or whatever together.
Yes.
And I didn't want to deal with her anymore. So, I was in the process of breaking up with her. And she would use the fact that she didn't have anyone else
against you.
Yeah, and it made me feel bad.
Manipulation.
Yeah.
Manipulation.
Yes.
So that can always happen.
Because you niggas need therapy because
Hold
y'all
on,
stay
you talking about
manipulated.
why you say yo, see? See what I'm saying? What you doing
I'm
right
sorry.
now?
We talking about a woman. She's like, nope, I'm gonna bring it back to the
You
niggas.
see what you doing right now?
Sorry.
This is why you need therapy. And we
And
gonna
she
get you
is
the
the
help you
niggas.
need.
Remember, she
gonna
is
get
the
you help you
I
niggas.
need.
am the niggas.
She is the niggas.
But yeah, I listen, man.
So did you used to break up with her?
Did I used to?
Well, did you?
I did. This is years ago. I'm not with the girl anymore.
Right.
I had to move on.
And you,
Okay.
so she didn't manipulate you no more.
At some
Couldn't.
point.
At
At some point,
you
yeah,
can't
it doesn't work
manipulate me
anymore.
no more because it's like, all right, you don't have your family, this or that, but what about me? What about me?
But that's the thing with manipulation.
What about me?
That's the thing with manipulation, right? The time runs out. And
Yeah.
people have to learn to use that wisely. Yes, manipulation can be a tool in a sense, but that's like I'm constantly putting you out. You know how the niggas move in with the females,
Yeah.
and that's my go-to. Nigga, you could get the fuck out. It doesn't work after a while.
Yeah.
A nigga be like, my bag
Come
is
on,
in the
Shonda,
car.
drop the motherfucker.
My bag is in the
Jewels.
trunk.
Yes.
You
Or he
can't
already put down on his apartment.
A nigga with
Like
pride, you can't do that too many times.
Right.
And people got to realize that, right? Manipulation is not going to work for long.
Who do you find manipulate more, the female or the male?
Absolutely the man.
Of course.
Absolutely
Not true.
the man. Let me just tell you.
I'ma debate this one forever.
Can I
Yeah.
give you
It's
my
the female.
perception?
All right.
Of course.
Right.
You have
Doctor.
I have these abandonment issues. You know, like you said earlier, I don't have an outlet like you do. You know, you take care of me. You have my kid. You have my seed. You know, we a family. You want to be a family, right? And they know that's our weak point. I don't go into it having a kid thinking I'm not going to be with you. You know what I'm saying? You know I want my family. So you going out and cheating, staying out all night, not doing the things you promised me, you know I'm going to give you chance after chance because you know the family is at the forefront for me. So you're going to constantly manipulate me into thinking you're going to do better. You're gonna go see the lady, right? That's what you tell me. You're going to go see the lady.
We know
you're going
that
to do
lady.
You the
better.
lady. You the lady.
That's what I'm saying. You made the appointment. You made the appointment. You're gonna go see the lady and doing better. And you know I want my family, right? I don't want to be having multiple kids by multiple niggas. I want you, and you know that. So you're gonna constantly use certain things to keep me with you, and so that's why I say the man more. Women give. Let me tell you something. A man. Hold on, one more second. A man could cheat on a woman, and she'll give him multiple times. Let that woman cheat on that man. That nigga's out.
No.
He's
not
out.
true. I know many
He
men
is out.
who
Or if he
after-
stay, he's gonna stay and cheat.
Hello.
gonna stay
He's never gonna stay and be faithful
And
again.
he's never
So,
gonna let you.
let me tell you
live
what's
it
so
down.
crazy. You know a term that I thought of earlier today, and I said to myself, and this is for friends, this is for me. You only get this version of me one time.
Mm-hmm.
And vice
One
versa.
time. But that's my point. That's
And
my
vice
point.
versa.
Once she cheats on you, what does that look like moving forward?
Oh, one
I
is
feel like, I feel like after the relationship is fractured in any kind of way, I feel like as adults, y'all should say, yo, you know what? We gonna move on.
So you don't think there's no fixing it on either side? There's no fixing
I've never
it.
seen a relationship that really survived.
No.
There's
that-
multiple.
There's a
It's
few.
There's
it's
multiple.
There's a
It's,
few.
it's the
multiple.
Dwayne Wade, and get.
Not only
She was with-
people
she
that's
was
been
with-
married
he was
for.
with he had the break baby. That was a break. They
But-
broke up.
but
Some people
No.
cannot survive a baby. Some people you have
That's
a
the
baby.
deal breaker.
Is
For
that
some
the deal
people,
breaker? Is
no,
that-
no, my deal breaker is cheating.
Cheating,
Only because I
period.
know me. I know
Exactly.
me. It's only gonna last for so
I
long that
have-
I'm not constantly thinking about it, or that I'm not gonna want revenge. I know myself.
I have
and that's
another
the key.
friend where her deal breaker is cheating.
Okay.
And I have a friend that's their deal breaker is if you have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get it. Cheating may not be my deal breaker, but if you have a baby, that may be my deal breaker.
Right.
What is your deal breaker one? Do you
What
have
is
one?
it? Yes. Everyone should have one.
Everyone. There's a boundary.
A healthy boundary.
A healthy boundary.
I'm not gonna lie. As I said on this podcast before, I've been with a girl before after she cheated on me.
Okay. So
And
cheating is not your deal breaker then.
It's not a deal
Cheating
breaker.
wasn't my deal breaker because I always felt in my sick mind, I always felt like if I'm not 100% with you, you not being 100% with me don't affect me. I feel like the people who really go through probably like, a woman who's not cheating on a man, being faithful, being all that, she don't deserve a man who's cheating on her in any kind of way.
Okay.
And I feel the same thing vice versa. A man who's all about his woman, he's not cheating, he's he's doing what he got to do. He don't deserve a woman that's cheating on him.
Okay.
But if they outdoing them and going crazy or whatever, you deserve whatever you deserve. You can't feel
you
no
have to
kind of
answer
way.
the question. What's your deal breaker?
My deal, all right.
We gotta answer
I was
the
just trying to write it. I was just
Let's
trying to,
answer the question.
Right.
You two need an hour.
I gotta hold you accountable. Let's answer the question.
I ain't having a doctor on
Let's
this
answer the question.
All right. My deal breaker is disrespect. Cheating is
I don't know how I feel about that.
Cheating is not the disrespect. The disrespect.
A crash out is your deal breaker.
The disrespect is what get me. Oh, crash out is. Oh, I'll leave you off a crash out.
Cause she have a.
But listen. Once again, I've got my car keyed multiple times.
Ooh.
Oh, that didn't have to be another session.
And I've been there.
This is a session.
I'm gonna give you my card at the end. Okay?
Yes,
you
please.
know
And I'm right in the area. I'm right in the area. I'm always in Inglewood. I
I'm
might
gonna
just
give you
stop
my
in.
card at the
I might
end.
just stop in to get my mind right.
Yes, he gonna lay on that couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Might fall asleep. I'll get
Listen,
up.
I got blankets. It's okay.
Yes, he gonna fall asleep. Do you ever like take in like so? Do you have a family member that's like, I need to come and talk to you? But
Oh yeah.
But see, I felt like I would come and talk to you, but I don't know if you are you capable of not being biased.
No, but this is why you're not. Like, so my family's not paying me.
Right.
Right. The conversation that we have is very different from the conversation I'm having with a client.
Right.
I've turned plenty of friends away.
Okay.
They've had, wanted me to see their kids. They've wanted me to see them. They wanted me to see them as a couple, and I'll say no. All money ain't good money.
Right.
I know me. And I'm already on your side, sis. So it's not gonna work.
Exactly.
I know that, and I
Yeah.
want to be fair to him. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
I feel like a lot of psychiatrists don't be fair to men in couples situations. I'm just saying it.
No, you say it and people say it. People say it.
They don't be fair to
I've had
men.
multiple
You've
couples
heard
who
that
said
before.
like, you're our third therapist, and the wife is like, because he didn't like the other therapist, he felt like she was on my side. I feel like I'm fair. I think you would have to speak to a previous client. I do try to see things from both sides, but I'm human. I'm a
Right.
woman. I can't say it's
Women
happened all the
stick
time.
together. Women feel another woman's pain. If you sit in with a couple and you hear the woman's voice cracking about something he's doing or not doing, and say he's venting to you, he's using, like, men always rebuttal. Like, yeah, but she's not doing this.
Yes.
We don't start off with, yo, I'm coming here today because my wife is doing this and that.
Right.
Our thing is always the rebuttal.
Right.
So, as a female psychiatrist, you automatically is going to go with the women because you feel her pain. You're a woman. I wouldn't say have been in her shoes before, but as a woman, you're a woman.
Right.
So I want to just make that distinction because a lot of people get that confused. A psychiatrist can prescribe medication. I cannot. Right.
Psychiatrist is
an MD. A psychiatrist is a doctor, like a medical doctor.
And then the therapist.
Yes, a
is,
therapist.
Okay.
A licensed
All right,
clinical
let me get it
social
right, a
worker,
therapist.
Yes,
psychotherapist.
therapist, yep.
Like,
See, I knew
I'll
that
do.
one.
Yes,
Why you want to win? Why?
Yes.
Why you want to win?
This
Yes.
session,
Yes.
niggas need therapy and you are the nigga.
Yes. I want to make that
I'm ready.
distinction
See,
because
I'm
people
I'm
will.
opening myself up.
Yes. I want to make that
Okay.
distinction because people will call me for medication and
Right.
I'll make the diagnosis. I'll see them. I'll make the diagnosis and then I will refer them to the NP that I contract. So
Okay.
MPs, like psychiatric MPs, can write prescriptions and she'll write my scripts for me.
Okay.
I'll say this guy is suffering with bipolar, with a little, adjustment disorder, mood disorder, whatever I say, and she'll write the
Right,
prescription for
right.
me. So I cannot prescribe. So psychotherapists, licensed clinical social worker, whatever you want to call it. The way I start my couple session is, and I actually just sent this out to someone that reached out the other day, I will not see couples unless you and your spouse have been in individual therapy for 6 months or more. The ideology behind
Come
that,
on
how
now,
can you love me
Shonda.
if you don't love yourself? That is my ideology.
Exactly.
Right? I need to make sure that
Love
you
yourself.
are working on your shit.
I'm gonna act like, oh, that's what I've been saying. Love yourself.
Yes, you have to work on your
clown.
stuff.
This is how you do.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what I've been saying. Love
Yes. I do individual session with the husband first, outside of his wife, and I do an individual session with the wife, and then we'll do it together. That's because while we're talking, I am looking at notes, right?
Right.
What did he feel the issue was prior to his wife saying something, prior to him feeling like I have to defend myself? What do you feel? Why are you here? Right? And for her, why are you here? And unbelievably, you will see that they have, she think, she there because she don't want to have sex with him enough. He think he there because, he don't do the dishes and he don't clean up around the house. So those things are very helpful to kind of get that ideology before. Because like you said, when they're in front of each other, it is the back and forth. Oh, I did this because you did that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So have you ever, I'm sure you have, come into those situations because I'm hearing what you said, right? How you need to see them individually first. And someone is going to feel like you just want to get paid individually first. You are going to want to get your one-on-one sessions. And, I don't think I need the one-on-one session. And I'm solely doing the couple session for the other partner. I know partners that's like, I'm only doing this for them. I don't need the one-on-one session. So then I've heard couples bring it down to cost as well. So do you hear those type of situations and you feel like?
Respectfully, you're not ready.
Right.
Respectfully, you're not ready. If I see that man individually and he tells me I'm only doing it for her, I will respectfully tell him he's not ready. I'll reach out to the wife. I can't see you two. She'll ask why. I'll say, your husband is only here for you. He's not ready.
Okay.
I getting paid or not, I don't have time to waste, right? I want to make sure that I am helping.
Right.
I want to make sure that you guys have both come to the decision that we both need this. But again, that doesn't happen usually because they're already in therapy. I don't even take them on if they are not in individual therapy. So when I'm talking to him, he's telling me I've been working on my abandonment issues. I was a latchkey kid and I'm working on how that has affected the way I communicate with my woman. He's already been working on that. You know what I mean?
What about, so couples therapy, if a couple is about to get married, I hear a lot of couples, they're
premarital counseling.
Premarital counseling. Do you get that? Did you take premarital counsel? Because I know you're married.
I did a version of it with my husband's pastor. Okay. I'm not a very religious person. That's who he wanted to use. I respect him and his judgment, and that's what we did.
Are you a submissive wife?
I'm from Harlem. I don't really know if I would say
no.
You would have to ask him.
That means no.
But I had a friend last night tell me you're such a wife, you're such a wife, or you care about.
No.
I mean, I'm
what
a human.
You say I'm from Harlem, it means no.
Just don't. Not too much. Not too much on me. Not too much on me. But I would like to think I am. But what does submissive look like to each individual man? Sometimes that's different. I get up, I go to work, I hold my own. Right? Bills are 50-50 in my house, and I'm okay with that. I came into the relationship knowing I don't want you to carry me. You know what I mean? But does submissive look like making him a dinner every day? No, I'm busy. I got 2 jobs, 2 kids. I got girls' night on Friday. I can't.
Girls' night on Friday.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what submissive looks like to you.
You know what?
Hold on, let me finish. If that's what submissive looks like to you, cooking dinner and cleaning, I'm not submissive, right? Because my cleaning person gets paid every 2 weeks on time like clockwork. I haven't scrubbed the tub in 7 years. I don't do that.
Motherfucking
right?
session.
I don't cook all the time. Do I cook sometimes? Can I cook? Absolutely. If my baby tells me, I miss your spaghetti, you got it. But am I cooking every night? No, I'm tired. And he respects that. He understands that. So that's not what submissive looks like to him. That may be what submissive looks like for other women. Even getting my doctorate, he was like, let's go. Let's get it. What you need, you need me to take out a loan, my business. You need to take out a loan. Let's do it, Right. But submissive to another man may be staying at home and taking care of these babies because that's what I married you for. Okay. That's not me.
You know what? I love this.
You love this?
No. You know why I love this? Because this is what a real marriage and a relationship looks like.
Absolutely.
See, people got the idea messed up from these Instagram people.
Oh my God, I was just saying that.
My wife never got to touch nothing.
Yeah, she don't pay no bills.
That's understandable.
Yes.
That's understandable.
Yes.
But also remember, sometimes when your grandmother made the money, or if she worked also, she put the money back in the house.
Yes. In
some money goes back in the house because if y'all both invest in your home or invest in each other, then everything could grow.
Right.
If one person is investing everything,
right,
and then the other person is just tucking everything,
right,
how are y'all gonna grow as a couple? That means y'all don't have anything as a couple.
Absolutely.
Look, see, you know
Absolutely.
what?
What is it called? I forgot what the term is on Instagram, but people like to be kept. People like to be a kept woman. People like to be taken care of.
I'm sad up.
Cool? I forgot what people are saying these days, but it's like that's not, and I'm not okay with it. Yeah. Like I'm not okay with that. I've always had to hold my own. I've been damn near taking care of myself since I was 16. I don't need that from you. What I need from you is the shit I didn't have, right? Like if daddy wasn't around, I need love, I need affection, I need honesty, I need support.
Especially if you have kids.
Yes.
To be raised better than I wasn't raised.
That's what I need.
A family just to show them that life is more than, because the next generation to be messed up by the kept generation.
Yes. Right. Like pay my bills, fly me out, buy me gifts.
Because they think that they don't have to work. Do anything. They don't have to do anything. They think they have to pour all into their looks or their gear to find a man that's gonna
listen, and that's the segue to the name of my business, right? I call it Inner Beauty because so many people are so worried about, I done got this BBL, I done got this tummy tuck. I'm what you see, but then what happens when he leaves you? Right. Because everybody's got a BBL.
And they getting back big. And they getting
not the
back
big backs. Everybody's got a BBL.
They looking like gorillas.
There's so many beautiful women, right? There's so many beautiful women. I can invest in my looks all day, but what do you have outside of that? Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, right? Like Inner Beauty is so important. Did you do the work? Did you ever go to therapy? Right? Like when I used to date, that was definitely conversations, right? That we used to have. Or I would just see it. Like, this guy's a mama's boy. He doesn't think he has to do anything else but lay dick.
Do you ever like get in those situations like with your kids or friends where they're looking like, all right, you trying to be goody two shoe, acting like do the work? You need therapy.
I mean, I don't say that to people, right? Because then you do sound judgmental. But I point out stuff like, yo, you and your mother haven't talked in 2 years. Like what's up with that? Right. And that's because I know you can't love me the way I need you to love me. I know you can't.
That's a big thing.
I know you can't.
Yeah. What you want to talk on?
No. I'm loving this.
What is loving this?
I'm loving this. I'm loving this because I love having these kind of conversations. But what I always say, I always been a big judge of character on this. Like, if you have a family and you're not cool with any of your family, how can you love me?
Family.
If you can't love the people who brought you here,
and it can't be everybody.
Yeah,
and everybody can't be the problem.
And
everybody can't.
If you don't have no friends,
if you're
a female and you don't have no friends, like
one is not on his job.
I am one. Listen,
you are one.
My mother.
You just said you are one. You just said you are one. But go ahead, be me.
My mother used to say, and I understand now.
Right.
The person with no friends, like, why don't you have any friends?
Yes.
You can. It's impossible for you to be a good friend to me if you have no friends. I'm questioning why you never learned how
to be a friend.
I'm questioning that person that's like, oh, I don't got no friends and I'm good. I'm like, no, bitch, you lonely.
Yeah, the person that falls out with everyone, you have to take a deep look into that.
Like, I'm looking into why don't you have friends? Why are you falling out with everyone? You are the problematic. That's an issue.
Right. I've even had friends where me and this friend has never had an issue. I love her down. But she's had issues with every other friend. I have to be realistic in that. What is it that I'm not seeing? There's something. There's something there.
Right.
You know, I don't know what it is, but...
And in that situation, it's probably the fact that the reasons why she's getting in all these problems with other people, you don't give her the same problems. Maybe. Like, you got your own thing going on.
Your own
motion. You don't have enough time.
It's critical.
Having
your own emotion
like
is
a lot
critical.
of time when people have too much time to get into gossip, get into this and that or whatever, you open the door for all the BS that go around. But when you just out and you're a friend is, hey, when you need me, I'm there.
Absolutely.
When you want to talk, I'm
here.
Like
I show up for the birthdays, the kids' birthdays, but you're not gonna see me every day because I got my own emotion. I'm busy. I'm doing my own thing. I'm pouring into my man. I'm pouring into my kids, my business, my work, and that's okay, right?
And they have to understand that.
But some friends don't. They internalize that, right? Like, she acting brand new. She don't got no time for me. A real friend understands. Like, I don't have to show up every day. We don't have to speak every day. Me and my best friend go weeks without speaking. I know people be probably thinking something happened between them. What's going? That's my I love
Same.
her
Right.
down. Okay,
Right.
she calls me
Right.
today, tomorrow, I'm
Right.
there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we don't talk every day because we busy. We are adults.
Right.
This is not high school friendships.
Right.
We are
Where
busy.
You super available. Like, I'm not available. I called a friend the other day and she was like, I ain't speak to you in this. And I was like, oh God. I
I'm a
was
mama
tired.
too.
Yeah. Like, I'm dealing with the whole fucking baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People don't understand that life happens.
Life
Yes.
be life.
Like, you have your own issues, you have your own problems, and sometimes
Absolutely.
a call can be forgotten.
Yeah.
Or sometimes
a text can be forgotten.
things, like, you know, and I
Yeah.
mean, it worked both ways or
Absolutely.
whatever. Like, you know, if they feel like, yo, they not reaching out to me. I'm
Right,
not-
and I keep reaching out to them. That's different.
But at the end of the day, you have to understand a friend doesn't mean communication all the
Every
time.
day.
Like,
Right.
you know, you can be a friend without having to communicate with them. Like she said, I have friends who I haven't spoken to for eons.
You
Right.
see them
We
tomorrow,
might-
and it's
yeah,
back like
and
we
it's
never
like,
left.
yo,
Yeah.
It's back like we never left.
One-
because that's the
A true
different thing.
friend.
One
yeah.
text us very late on Valentine's Day.
Say Happy Valentine's Day.
He texted us, and then let me tell you something. If he wouldn't have texted, I would have been cursing him.
But
out
was it a
today.
group? Was it a group text?
It was a
that's
group text.
You did bad.
Because it was too many of them.
Nah, you did bad.
Yo,
you did
niggas
bad.
need therapy.
We have our own individual relationship.
We
Why
do.
you texting me in a group
We
chat?
do.
Why you put me in that chat?
We do. But you gotta
Nah, I was
understand.
okay with it,
This
but-
this is my
Look, I'm over here causing problems.
Yeah, you are. Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc.
I was okay with it, but
I'm
now,
causing problems.
but now I want individuals.
Yeah.
Listen, this is my core group of female
Okay.
friends that I've been friends with for years.
years,
No
okay.
problems, no other. This is my.
But it was
go-tos.
at 7:45 p.m. Like,
Yes.
what were
And
you
it was
doing
late.
all
What were
day,
you doing
one?
all day?
Because you don't got a Valentine.
I mean, you got a 16-year-old though, right? 16,
Yeah.
17.
No,
so
I got a 16 and a
okay.
15-year-old.
Okay, so maybe he was busy.
He gonna say my life is
He get
hectic.
out.
My life is hectic. I can
He gets
always
an
use
out.
that. No matter what's going on, my life is hectic.
He gets an out. Man, that's an out.
You get it out? Nah,
You get it
fuck
out.
that, yo.
And it was on a Friday. You understand?
It was on
Yeah,
a
it was
Friday, a work day. I get it.
Where's our rose?
Yo, no balloons, no
No.
candy, no flowers. You
See,
know I was
now
coming
you
today.
pushing it.
Like,
Now
come
you
on.
pushing it. You know what you was doing on Friday. You gotta relax.
No.
But yeah, I had to hit my friends, my female friends, and
Okay.
let them know that.
And he's so funny with it. He's witty with it, and he literally it was the chat. Anytime one bless us in a chat, Mother's Day, Valentine's,
Nice.
anything
Yeah,
Very nice.
You gotta look
Yes,
out,
we
Nice.
do. We
and we don't
appreciate
speak
it.
all the time.
Exactly.
Gotta give a shout out to my homegirl Janoy. She's one of my first
Oh, no.
Yes.
friends
I like
from my
her.
female
Shout
friend
out to
group.
Janoy. I tried
And
to
we
get her on the
speak
show.
less than I may speak to anybody else.
Yes.
But that's my girl.
I like
That's
you know what I
yes.
mean?
You like Janoy?
Yeah, we met in the Bahamas. I like that.
Exact- so-
Can I just say something really quick? I'm
Yes.
sorry to cut you off. I remember when I booked the trip. Right?
Okay.
My friends they know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very I don't do females.
Right.
You know, I have my
Okay.
core, just like you guys. You have your core people. That's it. I may meet people here and there, but I don't call them my friend. When I told them I was going to the Bahamas with about 15 chicks. They was like, get your own room. Make sure you send me the number to the hotel. Shonda, don't be out there fighting. Because I was like, and I told y'all that. I was like,
Yes.
I came to the trip
Yes.
with my own. Because I was like, I don't know. And when I tell you, I had an amazing
No,
time.
my
The
friends,
vibe was
The
top
vibe.
tier.
Come
my
on,
friends
Nat. Come
are
on,
amazing.
Nat.
Like, these group
I
of
can tell you
women.
ain't have a lot of
Listen,
rosé in a minute.
These group of women.
I can tell.
Oh my goodness.
You-
I had an
You
amazing
you
time.
still breastfeeding?
Nope. I'm done breastfeeding. And I kind of miss breastfeeding.
I had an
but I'm done.
amazing time.
But you did, right?
And
You
I
did.
told y'all that. Like,
You did. And
no
this
drama. Like, they like every day, sis,
Listen.
you look cute. Like,
Yes,
I'm not
you
used
was-
to
My
that.
friends are not
Listen.
haters.
No, they're not
My friends
haters.
been
Like,
friend-
oh
and this
my
is what I like about
God.
my friends. My friends been friends for years.
Crazy.
Every so often, a new friend to be added in, and you
Yes.
feel like
Hopefully,
she was
I'm the
there,
new friend.
And,
Yes.
she was there from day one. It's never like
It's
Nothing
no,
else.
yes.
Yes.
We went away And Shonda came on the trip, and I'm so glad you said it. Like, you had a great time.
I had an amazing
and you
time.
fit in perfectly.
I felt like I knew y'all for years.
You listen, no bullshit. Like,
Crazy.
you fit in perfectly. Like, you meshed well. You had a
Crazy.
good time. You was on board.
I had an amazing. I was with the shit.
You was with the shit. Like, you was on board for it all. Like,
I was so happy.
You
to be
was
there.
so with the shits. Like, excursions. Like, it wasn't even nothing that was literally nothing that someone can say she did this or done it. It was
I had an
never
amazing
none
time.
of that.
It was all love,
I'm
and you guys were. I came back talking about you guys. I've been talking about you guys for a minute now. Actually, like
Yes,
I've never
shout out to my
been.
girls.
I've never been
Like,
introduced to a bunch of women that again have their individual emotions going on, and that just showed so much love to each other. To me, which they didn't have to do.
Yes.
You know, women telling you look beautiful, your outfit is fire. Like, I mean, I hear it, but like to be so comfortable with it, like I had an amazing time, and I'm so appreciative for that.
Yes. I'm so glad
my homegirls is dope. They need some therapy though.
They
need some therapy.
They're the niggas that need therapy.
They do need therapy though.
We're going to get Shonda, plug your Instagram. Where can everyone find you?
Yeah, so Miss Badberry, I want to say it's Miss_Badberry is the name on Instagram. However, Inner Beauty, I want to say it's just Inner Beauty Psych, I want to say is the business page. Feel free to contact me. I'm 201-414-5720. My business number 646-701-3432. Shoot me a text, right? I'm very relaxed. It's
where could they walk in to find your business? I know you said it's in
yes, my
Inglewood.
office is at 560 Sylvan Avenue, Inglewood Cliffs, New Jersey, 07632. You can walk in on Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But I wanted to say that I'm not like the it doesn't have to be so stuffy, right? Shoot me a text. Hey, I heard you on a podcast. Hey, I found your page on my girlfriend's page.
Yes.
I'm into therapy. Do you take insurance? Do you take cash? I'm interested. Shoot me a text. Like, it doesn't have to be that formal at all.
Oh, I love this. You know, I could really do this for hours.
No, I had an amazing time.
I feel like I am healing the world.
I can't. Now she's taking my job. You guys have made me so comfortable. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Wanted this for you, one.
I didn't mean this. It was for you. All for you.
Oh, this is the intervention? This is what it is? This is the intervention?
This was me. She hit me up. She was like, my business partner, he needs you.
He needs you.
Come.
Look, I was like, come.
Yeah.
He needs therapy. He wants to lay on the couch. Like, he wants to what some advice you can give one.
Listen, not even one to all black men, right? We have to break the cycle somewhere. Let your sons know that it's okay to be vulnerable, right? Let them know that necessarily what they saw in their parents is not always, how they should move forward when it comes to women, when it comes to friendships, right? And even women, right? Definitely just being open to talking about that childhood trauma, right? Like, you not having a dad, don't turn it into something quote unquote negative. Embrace that. What does it look like for you? Do you have abandonment issues? Do you need to work on that before you can love a man honestly? Like, just be honest with yourself.
Let me ask you this. Do you believe in generational curses?
Absolutely. And I only say that because I feel like I've seen it. I've endured it. I've felt it. Growing up, our parents, dabbling in drugs and, having multiple children's fathers and literally growing up with that mentality. I never want to be like my mom. Yeah. And that's a whole another episode.
That's a whole,
growing up, like I never want to be like my mother. Listen, anytime.
Heal the world.
Next episode, heal the world. I think we should have, I'm going to look into maybe we should have a Mother's Day episode.
That's gonna be a little deep though. I'm gonna need tissue.
I'm
gonna need tissue.
Mama Jones gonna come on it?
I'm gonna need tissue.
I would love to sit across from
that. Oh my God.
I would love to sit across from
I'm gonna need tissue.
Yo, and have the good old doc break us down.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm gonna bring Miss G, but I'm gonna tell you, my mother, oh God, that would take.
Oh my God.
That's real.
We may have to do a private session and then air it. Because that may be a lot.
My mom is one of those, I don't need therapy.
But that's the thing. Nobody feels they need it. It takes another person who loves you to the core to be like,
I was like, Ma, let's go
you need to get
therapy.
help.
And she was like, no, I'll go watch you talk.
Hello.
She was like, I'll go watch you talk.
The thing is,
she don't think she
from
needs it.
I I hate to say back in the days.
Back in the days, though.
Yeah,
back in the days.
But they felt
The
like
80s.
they held on to their trauma. They didn't.
course
They
they
don't want to
did.
speak about it. They think that
What stays in
having
his
that-
house, right? What
having
happens in his house stays in his
talking
house.
to a therapist and
Yeah.
things like that.
I-
nature, it's not good for them.
It's not.
Right.
For
Yeah.
them.
I've
They
seen
very
my
simple
mother.
thing.
I've seen my mother tell my brother, "You better not cry."
Right, yeah. Or
Yeah.
stop bringing up old stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
stop bringing up
Stop
old
bringing
stuff.
up old
It's crazy.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah,
Like so
even though it's
I've
still affecting
seen-
me today.
Yes.
I'm unable to keep a man because of things that we've been through and it's old. It's
Yeah.
old to you?
Yeah,
Crazy. Crazy.
Shonda, I'm bringing you back. Like
Listen,
I
I'm,
know
I'm,
that.
I'm willing to
Yeah.
come back.
We
This
need-
was
yeah,
so
Yeah,
comfortable.
we gonna get our Dr. Phil on.
This
Like,
was
we
so
bring-
comfortable.
We bring guests
Yes.
that, you know,
We gonna bring
reoccur.
guests.
Yes.
They'll be like, I think you need the doctor. Look,
Yeah, we're gonna set you
you
up with the
niggas
doctor
better
next
not take
episode.
my
Oh, listen,
fucking idea.
yes. Love that.
Like
Love
niggas
that.
need therapy,
I would
and
love
I
that.
am giving niggas therapy for free. Look, this is a session that you would normally. Can we say what?
Free
what-
$99.
like, yeah, but like a normal session though, what would a normal session like cost?
So again, I take insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So you know they don't pay the session, but it's between $180 and $250 per person.
Yeah, you
A
niggas
pair of
don't want to.
Jordans.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Get your mind right for a pair of Jordans.
I ain't gonna
Listen.
lie. I would want
Yeah.
the Jordans before the therapy too.
See, this is where you go. This is what's wrong
This is
with
where we
you.
go wrong.
I get it free 99.
Listen. I get it.
I get the hookup.
I get
I don't
it.
give a
I
fuck.
want the therapy instead of the Jordans.
I get it. I
want therapy?
definitely want to
Okay.
put out there that I do something called a sliding scale, right? I get many people who come to me who cannot afford my fee, and I understand that, right? Like it's definitely not all about money for me. If
Okay.
you are able to provide me with your last 4 pay stubs or just something showing me, hey, I'm not working right now, I just had a baby, I don't have it, I'm definitely
my
willing to
good friend.
scale that price down significantly because I know you need it.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
We
Right.
do payment plans. We do everything.
Yes.
I'm about to say that. I'm the new manager of the therapist.
Listen, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll
Yo, we
take
doing
it, I'll
payment
take
plans.
it.
We
We
doing
do
everything.
payment plans. Look, we gonna provide therapy
Absolutely.
sessions. This is gonna be like when what's the show with and they was giving out test results like you're not the father when
Oh,
it went
Maury.
when Maury
Okay.
did one show, it got mad views and then
Yes.
he kept like
He had to keep-
and he had to keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. I
Yes.
feel good about this. Like
Listen,
I really
yes,
like,
I would love that. I think in
I know like the Black Girls Need Therapy website. I
Oh,
know
yes.
like the ZocDoc. Like
Yes.
I know like people really are out looking for that. They just want someone to talk to.
Listen, I definitely think just being in the spirit, if you come across someone that you feel truly needed, I'm definitely offering a free session.
Yeah.
And
I'm
one
offering a
thing
free session for your guests.
Okay, one thing I also want to
We
talk
offering
about.
we gonna
A free session for
a
your
free
guests.
session.
And then we'll figure it out
You
later.
know
We'll
what?
figure the cost
Calm
out
down,
later.
calm down,
Absolutely.
calm down.
Someone is going.
Calm down.
You
She's
know
real
what?
animated.
I
this
can't.
episode.
I can't.
She's real
Yeah,
animated.
yeah.
I can't.
She needed therapy.
We're
like a mother.
giving out a
Give it to her,
Free
please.
session
You
for
gotta
sure.
DM
She
us.
gets it for free.
Let
She
me
can
know.
call me anytime.
DM us. Let me know how crazy you are though.
Yeah, we
The
wanna hear about
craziest
your
wins
first
the
story.
prize.
Craziest nigga. Yo, get that panic button going.
Yo,
the
I need it.
craziest
I need
fucking
it.
person. And that's the one that's gonna get the
Yeah,
session.
we want to hear about that.
Yeah, we want to hear about that.
But also, I'm sorry, I got into this too late. COVID. The time spent in COVID sent a lot of people
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yes,
I
Wow.
think that's a whole episode in itself.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
the trauma
that-
of COVID.
the trauma of COVID, the relationships that were like.
You had to be forced in the house with somebody.
Yeah, I feel like it became difficult. A lot of things became
COVID
difficult.
resulted in divorces.
Yes.
It resulted in pregnancies, right? Because it was either one or two ways we gonna go.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
right,
being stuck
right.
in this house together.
Right,
But even
right.
the losses that people experienced.
Oh,
yes.
People lost
Yes.
people. People were not even able to be in the delivery room with their wives
Yup.
or their
Yeah.
girlfriends during
Yup.
childbirth
Yup.
because of COVID. And it's traumatized people
Yes.
to the core.
Yes, people were not able
Yeah.
to be
Lost-
with people while their loved one was dying.
Dying.
Yes,
Yeah.
you lost family members from other things, and they wrapped it into COVID.
Yes.
Like because it was COVID.
Yes,
They
exactly.
just swept
Yeah.
it
They
all
went
up
into the
under
hospital,
rug. Yeah.
never came out. It was COVID.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
that was difficult. I remember like when it was a transition like right after COVID and that's when I like seek therapy.
Okay.
and I was trying to get it for my daughter. And cause she said, you weren't looking for therapy for me and got therapy for yourself.
Listen, you realized you
And I'm
needed
like-
it. That's a blessing.
I was like, look, they don't look at the kids. Look, but I found someone that checked all my boxes.
Okay.
But the one thing I do feel like is she was like, I was talking to her and she wasn't giving me enough feedback.
But
was
see,
like,
that's the thing,
I
right?
don't like
People
having a
also-
conversation with myself.
People have to be okay with shopping around. And when I say that, don't think because I made an appointment with you, I am stuck with you. I am not. When we meet for that first time, if the vibe is not there, if I feel like you're judgmental, if I feel like you didn't look me in the eye, whatever it is, I'm moving on. And me as a therapist, I understand that. And I say at the end of our session, we're not going to schedule another appointment today. You know, text me, let me know if you want to move forward. I'll ask, how did you feel about this session? Was there anything that I could have done differently? Like, what did you think about it? They'll say, like, you know, I'm still on the fence, or I feel connected to you. This is great. Let's schedule something else. But you don't have to stick with the first person you find. Please make sure that you have a vibe with your therapist, right? Like, make sure there's a vibe. Make sure you're going to be comfortable with talking to this person moving forward. And yeah, definitely don't think you're stuck with the person because you booked them and paid with them. You can find someone else.
Right. You shop around like
Shop
you guys
around.
shop around for cheap prices on your clothes and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Like,
Make sure this person is for you.
You have to feel comfortable with the person
Absolutely.
you opening up to.
You're telling them
Yeah.
your deepest,
Your
darkest secrets.
Yeah.
So
look.
definitely have to, you know, has to be a vibe.
And
And-
tell your secrets. Don't try
Yo,
to hold them in.
Yo,
And look,
you cannot come to therapy and lie,
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
will not
gonna
work.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Therapy
not gonna
doesn't
help.
work if you're lying, if you're not being honest, if you're not diving deep. You have to be
Yes.
honest.
You have to be honest. Do
Yeah.
you get some people you be looking at them like you a liar?
But I don't know if they're lying. I only know what they tell me.
Everybody
That's the
is
thing.
a liar until
Oh my, that's a whole
proven
nother.
otherwise.
That's a whole nother episode.
Exactly.
Niggas be lying.
Niggas be lying, and that's why you niggas need therapy because y'all fucking lying, and because y'all mama
Now
let
we
y'all
got a
think
new
it's okay to
episode.
That's a
lie.
new episode.
Right.
Listen,
I want to thank you for joining us today.
thank you so much for
Shonda.
having me and making me feel so
Dr.
comfortable.
Yes, you, Dr. Shonda,
I had a
my
great time.
friend.
Thank you.
You know, my friend, because I got smart friends. Like, I got doctorates and shit like that. I don't know
Yeah,
what
we
y'all
had a
think.
few doctors on the joint. I give
Yes.
you that.
That's
Yes,
great.
you know.
Thank you so much.
One, do you feel good about this episode?
No, I feel great about this episode. I
This
felt
was a
the
healing
conversation
session
was
for you?
flowing. It was, you know what? I would like to dive deeper, and this is why she needs to come back.
Listen,
Right. Yes.
I'm more than happy to come back. I loved it. I thought I was gonna be super nervous, but you guys
No.
made me feel so
I'm
comfortable. The
so
wine definitely
glad.
helped. The wine
The
is a
wine,
must.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you guys
And once the
definitely
conversation gets
starts
flowing, you
flowing.
forget about the camera.
Yes,
Exactly.
one said that
Yes.
before this. Like, you'll forget about the cameras, and you were absolutely right. I thank you for that tip.
Yes.
for sure.
Thank you to all our
Thank you.
subscribers. Thank you to our viewers. If you have any questions, you can email us at norelevancepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Dr. Shonda information will be plugged, so you will get all of that. And I want to
you.
thank you for all of our guests. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Yes.
me, guys.
Yes. Thank you.